Good morning. I hope you all are having a great day at home so far. Today we're going to create an art lesson based off of line and rhythm. A line is a point that is moving in space that never stops that you can identify. Rhythm is a principle of design that suggests movement or action. Rhythm is usually achieved through repetitive lines, shapes, colors, and even more. There is a visual tempo that is created through rhythm, and you will see that in our artwork today. So let's get started. Okay, we are going to show line and rhythm today and movement in our artwork. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to need a white piece of paper and a pencil. You're also going to need a few markers, and make sure you have a black marker in there as well, or a black Sharpie will work too. All right, the first thing you're going to do is you're going to create a line from one side of your paper to the other. Your line can move up, it can move down, and go all the way across. It could even start from one of the corners and go all the way across to the edge. So my line, I'm going to put a curl in it and maybe even a curve and then make it stop. Make sure you draw your line softly and not hard. Once you finish that, you're going to take a marker color and you are going to trace over this line. After you trace over this line, you're going to want to add another marker color. And you're going to want to go above the line and below the line with your next marker color. So I'm going to go around my line first and making sure that my colors are touching, but they're not getting too much on top of each other. We want to be careful about them not getting too much on top of each other. And I'm going to basically do this and keep adding colors until all of my center here is filled in with color. So you're going above and below your first marker color with your second marker color. Next, I'm going to use an orange. I'm going to keep doing this until I fill all of this space right here in the middle in. If you don't have one with a curl in it, that's fine. You want to do probably about 3 or 4 colors on each side of your main line is basically kind of the rule of thumb. Okay, I have finished adding my different colors in here and I have made this line very movable. And now in the background, I'm going to divide the background into different sections. So I'm going to use some different diagonal lines in my background to create new sections. After I have finished doing this, I'm going to go back in and I'm going to take a black and I'm going to trace over these lines. And after I trace over these lines, I'm going to put different line designs in each section. And you can do this in pencil first and then trace over all of them in black, or you can just do them all with marker first. So I'm going to use different kinds of line designs together. And I'm going to put different ones in each section. And they are repeated line designs. You could even do a few shapes in a section, but make sure that they are repeated shapes. So here I am putting in some polka dots or some circular shapes, and I'm going to put large and small ones in here. So I have created a design in here. It's a repeated design over and over. And you're going to do this in every background, a different type of repeated design. Okay, so after you have finished all of your lines and designs in your background, you can take your marker and you can trace over every one. You want to make sure you're using a black marker and just go over every design. If you have things like polka dots like I have up here, you can go ahead and take your black and color those designs in. But your background is just going to be black and white. And the reason for this is that we want to draw attention to our line of movement here and not necessarily our background. So our line of movement is in bright colors. You can tell that it's moving, and our background is in black and white to draw attention to the line in the center and not itself. Now, when I look at this, even now, it makes me think of music. And what does the background remind you of? For me, it reminds me of different beats. You could even do this listening to music. That will make it a lot more fun to create the picture and draw your background parts in according to the beats of the music even. Okay, so if you can see, I have finished tracing over all of my lines. I've even gone back and colored some in. I'm actually going to go back and checkerboard this little section, and then I will be finished. In case you don't know how to color in checkerboard, you want to color every other space in, and you want to check it diagonally. Diagonally, you should have spaces colored in, okay? Diagonally both ways. But if you are looking vertically or horizontally, you will not have spaces in a row colored in, but diagonally, you will. So if you look at this one diagonally, you can see that all three of these in a line are colored in, or if you look at it this direction. But if you look at it down, you can see that every other one is white. Okay, and as you can see, I have now finished coloring in my line and rhythm picture, and I hope you guys send me pictures of yours. I can't wait to see what they look like and the different types of lines you come up with. Anyway, have a great day, and I will see you guys next week. Bye.